And while we're on the topic of homeless spending, we know you love it, let's get to some of your thoughts from our big story from last night. We looked at the upcoming closure of a tiny home village in North Portland along the Peninsula Crossing Trail. It's set to close sometime this spring to make way for 50 townhomes meant for low-income first-time home buyers. The city says the closure of the site was the plan all along, with construction expected to begin this summer. We heard from one man who stays there now who is unsure about what he'll do next. We're told the group running the site is working to move most of the people into other city-run shelters. Larry wrote into us saying, "This is the first time I've heard anyone say a closure is part of the plan. These kinds of flip-flops make us shake our heads with dismay. It just looks like Portland, Multnomah County can't get their act together. I would say no closure until enough beds can be found for all the people there now. Do not put them back on the street." Mark chimed in saying, "Classic waste here. Spends lots of money on building a bunch of tiny homes for homeless folks to move into on a temporary basis, then come back and tear them down to build low-cost housing. Why not build the ownable housing elsewhere?" And Jennifer wrote to us with a question that several of you had as well, writing, "Sad to just hear about plans to disband the tiny house village when we need so many housing options. Will the tiny homes be moved to another location in Portland so they can still be used? Surely they're not going to be discarded." Well, good question, Jennifer. I asked the city what happens with the tiny homes themselves, and turns out they will be reused. They told me in a statement today, quote, "All of the units at Peninsula Crossing will be assessed, cleaned, and repaired before being redeployed at other village shelter locations. The city intends to use the pods to expand capacity at existing shelter sites, and some Peninsula Crossing units will replace units at other shelter sites that have seen more significant wear and tear."